Hey, you crazy cats, welcome to Leaving Crazy Town, where we navigate the roller coaster of relationships, mental health, and personal transformation with humor as our trusty seatbelt.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and with my buddy Finn, we're here to share our real stories, expert insights, practical tips to help you break free from codependency, reclaim your life, and find freedom.
So whether you're wrestling with boundary issues, craving connections that won't ghost you, or just here for a front row seat to the wild ride of self-discovery, you've come to the right place.
So buckle up, we're leaving Crazy Town.
Hi, welcome to Leaving Crazy Town with Finn and Sarah.
Hey, here.
What are we going to talk about today, Sarah?
Hey, everybody. Okay, I got the sweatshirt going.
Sarah's going to adjust. One moment.
All right,
you all set?
Yes. Today we're discussing codependency with your animals. All right. And this might sound crazy, but I am not kidding. You're going to relate to this because I know if you have a dog or a cat
or fish,
or in my case,
goldfish.
I have two goldfish you're going to get to know, Joe and Jeff. All right. And the reason we're doing this episode is because one time I literally called a friend of mine after I experienced this. I woke up in the morning, I see Joe and Jeff in the tank. I walk up to the fish tank, I look in, and I have the following thought. They're mad at me.
I can see why.
So I have the thought they're mad at me. And then my next thought is, how is that possible? The goldfish?
Do goldfish have feelings?
Goldfish have feelings. And then I thought to myself, and there's been this ongoing joke with you and my friend Linda and I about my fish are having feelings. So if I believe my fish are having feelings, which I don't know if fish have feelings or not, but then I'm sure you have had examples. Finn has a dog, I have a cat. We've got tons of examples, and you do at home about the belief that my animal is either angry with me or having feelings.
Tula's at home right now feeling extremely neglected because I'm here.
Again, I'm not saying our animals don't have feelings, but what we're looking at is responding to our crazy thinking. And that whether they're having feelings or not, again, they can have feelings. Our animals can have their feelings. It doesn't mean we need to take them away necessarily or feed them when they're not hungry or whatever.
Are we really discussing accepting the feelings your pets are having that we don't actually know they're having? Is that what you're actually saying right now? Are you saying we have to tolerate these feelings that we've created in our head that we don't really know they're having?
Exactly.
I mean, once again, it's just tolerating being uncomfortable. I made major mistake.
There's so much to talk about with this topic.
I want to replace I had a huge window put in my living room and I want to replace my doors. And I was so excited because I love light. And I got these doors where the window goes all the way to the bottom with the exception of this much. Well, it didn't click at the time when I was ordering these fabulous windows that my now little dog would be able to stand at the door and watch me drive up the street with a look of,
we got to put a picture.
Where are you going? Yeah, I will definitely include a picture, but she literally stands at the door and eyeballs me and all the way up the street. And I leave my house now on a daily basis saying, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back, because I cannot tolerate it.
Okay. Again, longing for Finn. Thinking, I can't believe my dad's leaving.
Or she could be thinking, is he gone yet? I don't know.
Or she could be thinking nothing. Or she could be thinking there's a squirrel right there. Or she could be thinking.
No, I'm pretty sure she's eyeballing me. She's got the look and her head follows the car.
Okay. The thing is, we don't know. Okay. That's the bottom line is we don't know. And I know a lot of people at home right now are going, I know what my dog thinks and feels. Do you? Maybe. All right. So this is the thing, though. It's not reacting. So maybe in the past, or maybe someone else might say, I got to turn around, or I can't go to work, or I need to do X, Y, and Z so she's okay. Where's that limit? Where's the limit?
Yeah, I just want to say this.
the
So
limit?
when it's really hot out and really cold,
Of course.
when it's not, if I'm running an errand and it's not a bad day, well, sure, I'll bring her. We'll go for a walk.
Yes.
But if it's really hot or if it's really cold, now my decision to bring her with me is going to affect her. So I can't tolerate her staring at me with that look like you're leaving me again, you're abandoning me, and all these other things I tell myself. So I put her in the car, and now she's got to sit in the car while I'm running an errand and it's 30 below. That is not a good scenario.
Yes.
Or if it's hot. So I have to tolerate that, leave her at home.
Great examples.
The other thing is feeding your pet scraps from the table. You know, the vet doesn't want you to do that, but your dog sits there.
We're going to have opinions, by the way, about parenting your pets. You can have a different opinion.
My buddy takes care of my dog sometimes, and she would come back. I'd bring her to the vet, and they're like, she's overweight. I'm like, stop feeding her treats.
Feeding your animal. You know what? This is a button for me because I've seen, you know, there's pictures probably all over the internet of overweight animals. This is the thing about, it's just like parenting your children. It's not about.
Do you notice Joe and Charlie are watching you?
Our feelings
right now.
Joe and Charlie. I think Joe and Charlie are the Joe and Charlie tapes. That's Joe and Jeff.
Joe and Jeff. Oh, they're watching you.
Should we turn this?
Yeah. All right. Let's see if you can take a gander.
Joe and Jeff.
Joe and Jeff.
Of course, let me just say one thing about Joe and Jeff. I literally, when I moved to this new place and sold my house, I bought them a new tank. And in my head, I've decided they love the new tank. They're really happy about the bigger tank because they can swim more. Like, I've made up all this stuff about how Joe and Jeff feel, just an aside. The feeding animals thing, though, just notice what is the thing that you're trying to medicate in yourself when you feed your pet. If you've already fed your pet and they've had their food for the day and they want more, by the way, animals always want to eat more. That's what they do. They want to eat. Okay.
I'm an animal in that manner.
Yeah.
I want to eat more.
Joe and Jeff, if I walk by the tank, they swim towards me because food. If I go into the kitchen, my cat, it's a weird name. His name is Pudgy, but he's not Pudgy right now. That's a whole other story. He just comes because he wants treats. Does it mean I need to give him treats every time he comes to the kitchen? No.
All I have to do is walk into the kitchen and Tula's there looking for snacks. You know, touch the refrigerator. It could be, you know, I don't know, an onion. Let's certainly can't have. It doesn't matter. She's just like, you're eating, I'm eating. And I've created this story where if I eat as the alpha male in the house, that if I don't give her some of my food, this is the thing
this is what
that I create in my head, that she thinks that I'm neglecting her as part of my pack. So I've been trying to tolerate being uncomfortable. Like, her idea is that I'm eating, so she should be eating.
I see.
So I make sure she has food in her bowl, and I'll tell her, eat your bowl, eat, you know, whatever. And she'll go over and sniff it and look, see if there's anything good in it. And then look at me like, F you. And then come back and sit while I'm eating. Like, what you're eating looks better. I've even been on the floor pretending I'm eating her food, you know, like, cause I think she'll like it better, but
interesting.
Yeah. So
again, it goes back to, all right, tolerating discomfort, letting your animals just be, and just noticing what's happening for you. Okay. Just notice what's happening for you. That I don't have a dog right now, but I have a cat. And I'll tell you a couple of times, Finn lives on the Cape. I live north about 2 hours. And so we travel back and forth a lot. And sometimes I've gone down there and I've stayed for a few days and I leave my cat here. And people have said to me, look, the cat's going to be fine. You know, my vet, oh God, I could tell a whole other cat story about, say that for another day. The reason I got Pudgy in the first place was because I thought my other cat was lonely. And I called my vet and I said to my vet, look, because my son went off to college, and I said,
who was lonely?
I know. This is the thing that's so nutty. Okay, projections on the animals. That's a whole other episode. But what happened was my son goes to college. I have a cat, Parker, and I would see him on the couch just sleeping and lounging around. And I started.
Like cats do.
Like cats do. And I started making up that he was lonely and I needed to buy another cat. And I actually called my vet and I said to my vet, I go, listen, I think Parker's lonely. Now,
And your son had just left for college.
And my son didn't connect. Okay. There's the neurons are not connecting at this point. Okay.
No,
So,
you're in the state.
I'm in the state. Okay.
Cat's upset. Parker's having a hard time. So you can't be thinking about how you're feeling.
Every time my vet says to me, Sarah, listen to me. Cats, they're fine being the alpha, the main cat. They don't necessarily want other cats. It's a huge deal. So he's fine. I'm like, no. He's so like,
Don't listen to the
I
vet.
don't listen to the vet. I go get another cat.
How well did they get along?
Parker didn't want another
Were
cat.
they buddies?
Parker, it took literally 6 months. Okay. But anyways, why am I telling that story? So another thing about animals and having them in codependency is we project onto the animals. I'm not kidding, folks, what we're feeling.
Yeah.
So basically, I was lonely. Okay. I was not aware of it. And I was making up that my cat was lonely.
And I'm not trying to say that it's easier to deal with pets, but if you're someone who's just starting this work, start with the pets. Start tolerating the uncomfortable feeling of the pet scenario. It might be an easier place for you to start than with other human beings.
A child or a husband.
Yeah, or friends or whatever. Like,
this is great.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought of that. Like, this might be an easier, and trust me, and I don't think it's easy because
it's not easy. And we love our animals. Like, we're not.
When my dog brings the 6th toy alternate up to me, I'm trying to work, and she just goes downstairs, gets a toy, comes bouncing up, drops it next to me, looks at me with hope. I don't respond. She goes downstairs, gets another toy, drops it, just keeps doing this. Like, is there anything my dad's going to be excited about to pay attention to me? I feel
like she's you telling me this story too already.
Yeah, it rips at your heartstrings, but I have to work. Yeah,
you have to work.
And, inevitably we've created a scenario where playtime is right when I want to go to bed.
God, that sounds like Bowie. My son used to always want to talk right when I was going to bed. All right, another episode. So, tool for the week, once again.
Tolerate those feelings. Don't respond. Don't react. Don't tell yourself a story.
Do nothing.
Just tolerate.
God, we're such a great channel. We're telling people to do nothing.
Do nothing, people.
All right. We love you. We're leaving.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Bye, people. Thanks for listening to Leaving Crazy Town. We hope today's episode offered you valuable insights and tools to help navigate your relationships.
If you found our discussion helpful, please rate, review, and subscribe to our podcast. And share it with a friend. Misery loves company, right?
Stay connected with us on social media and visit our website for additional resources and updates on future episodes.
Until next time, remember that breaking free from codependency is a journey, and we're here to help you every step of the way. And hey, if all else fails, at least you'll have a few laughs.
So buckle up. We're leaving Crazy Town.